How could a 5-year-old girl vanish from her own home in the dead of night? Was it a childish adventure gone wrong, a family friend's betrayal, or a calculated act of evil? In the quiet town of Watkins, Minnesota, a community's trust was shattered when Alayna Ertl disappeared, sparking a desperate search and a chilling truth. Stay with us as we dive into the heartbreaking details of her case, piecing together the clues that led to a devastating revelation. The innocent victim, who was Alayna Ertl? Alayna Jean Ertl was a vibrant 5-year-old girl born on October 31st, 2010 in Watkins, Minnesota. With her infectious smile and playful spirit, she was the light of her parents' lives, Matt and Kayla Ertl. Alayna loved all things princess, especially Elsa from Frozen, and her pink Princess Elsa blanket was her constant companion. She grew up in a close-knit family, surrounded by love in their modest home. But on August 20th, 2016, that innocence was stolen forever. Alayna wasn't just any child, she was a symbol of pure joy in a small town where everyone knew each other. Her disappearance sent shockwaves through Watkins, a place where doors were often left unlocked and trust was a given. As we peel back the layers, you'll see how this tragedy unfolded from a seemingly normal evening into a nightmare that gripped the state. The trusted friend, Zachary Todd Anderson's dark past. At the center of this horror stands Zachary Todd Anderson, born on November 26, 1990. To the Ertl family, he was a familiar face, a co-worker and softball teammate of Matt's. They worked together at Vanguard Utility Partners, marking underground utility lines, and Anderson often crashed at their home after late nights. He played on Matt's softball team every Friday, blending seamlessly into their lives. But beneath this facade lurked a troubled history. Back in 2006, when Anderson was just 15, he lived in Monticello, Minnesota with his mother. Court documents reveal a disturbing pattern. He left love notes on a neighbor's car, complimenting her appearance and leaving his number. When rejected, he escalated, demanding sex at her door and fleeing when her boyfriend appeared. By June 2007, he broke into her home by removing a window screen and stole her cell phone, leading to charges of first-degree burglary and theft. He pled guilty to third-degree burglary and was sentenced to community service. This wasn't a one-off, it hinted at deeper issues. A cousin of Matt's described Anderson as a regular at the Ertl house, but no one suspected the monster within. As we explore the events of that fateful night, these red flags become impossible to ignore. The fateful night, from softball game to vanishing act. It all started innocently enough on August 19th, 2016. Anderson joined Matt for a softball game in the evening, a routine they shared weekly. After the game, they returned to the Ertl home, chatting until 4 a.m. on August 20th. Matt headed to bed, exhausted but content. Kayla had tucked Alayna into bed at 2 a.m., where she fell asleep on the couch before being carried to her room, clutching her beloved pink Elsa blanket. The house was quiet, the family at peace. But by 8 a.m., panic set in. Alayna was gone, so was Anderson, and Matt's 2002 GMC Sierra truck, complete with his cell phone inside, had vanished too. Kayla and Matt scoured the house, then the neighborhood, their hearts pounding. 2 hours later, they reported her missing to the Meeker County Sheriff's Office. Was Alayna playing hide and seek? Had she wandered off? Or, as some initially wondered, did she run away? The idea seemed absurd for a 5-year-old, but desperation breeds wild theories. Authorities sprang into action, canvassing Watkins without luck. The Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension joined, reviewing security footage from local businesses. Nothing. An Amber Alert blared across the state at 1:30 p.m., describing Alayna and the missing truck. Meanwhile, pings from Matt's cell phone traced the Sierra to Todd County from 6:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Before it went dark, Anderson was spotted alone at a Browerville convenience store at 8:30 a.m. The clock was ticking and hope was fading fast. The desperate search, clues in the wilderness. Around 2 p.m., Anderson's father told the Cass County Sheriff that his son had asked to use the family cabin in Motley, near Wilderness Park. Deputies rushed to the site on Iroquois Loop Trail, where the white roof of a GMC Sierra jutted from a ravine hidden in brush. The cabin door was unlocked. Inside, a 20-gauge shotgun sat on the table, ammunition scattered, including 12-gauge rounds with no gun. A blood-smeared suicide note and the truck keys lay nearby. Footprints led into the woods. K9 units tracked them and at 4:30 p.m. found Anderson knee-deep in a swamp, a fresh cut on his wrist. Unarmed, he surrendered, feigning ignorance when asked about the girl. After Miranda rights, he admitted she was in the swamp. Officers followed trampled grass 80 yards and saw a pink blanket, Alayna's Elsa one, partly buried under brush and water. Beneath it was her body, naked and submerged. She was pronounced dead at 6:02 p.m., 80 miles from home. The autopsy was grim: strangulation, blunt force trauma, and sexual assault. The notion of a runaway vanished. This was cold-blooded murder. The legal battle, from indictment to life behind bars. Anderson was booked into Crow Wing County Jail, facing 19 charges, including first and second degree murder, sexual assault, kidnapping, and motor vehicle theft. Indicted on October 25, 2017, he pled not guilty, with bail set at $1 million with conditions or $2 million without. His attorney sought dismissal, arguing improper questioning after Anderson invoked his Fifth Amendment rights. Judge Jana Ostad ruled some statements and his direction to the body inadmissible, though evidence of Alayna's discovery remained through K9 tracking, helicopter infrared, and the ongoing search. Prosecutor Benjamin Lindstrom pushed for life without parole, declaring, "If people are going to hurt our kids, we will do everything we can by law to make it right." On March 2nd, 2018, Anderson unexpectedly pled guilty to first-degree murder during criminal sexual conduct. The other charges were dismissed. He was sentenced immediately to life without release, the mandatory minimum in Minnesota. Under oath, Anderson admitted to kidnapping, assaulting, and leaving Alayna for dead. Family members gave powerful impact statements, while Lindstrom expressed surprise at the plea, noting a trial likely would have yielded the same outcome. Justice was secured, but at a devastating cost. The heartbreaking aftermath, healing, and legacy. In the wake of tragedy, the community rallied. A GoFundMe launched on August 21st, 2016, seeking $10,000 for memorial expenses but quickly surpassed $40,000. Just days later, angel figurines and flowers filled the Ertl home, and a candlelit vigil at St. Anthony Church drew hundreds. Alayna was laid to rest there on August 26th after visitations at Ertl Funeral Home. Her spirit, however, lived on. That October, her birthday, Kayla hosted a Halloween event that became annual, giving rise to Sharing Alayna Ertl's Love, a charity supporting sick children and families in need. Donations benefited St. Cloud Hospital and a grieving Litchfield family, funded in part by a memorial ATV run. On September 10th, 2023, a life-size statue of Alayna was unveiled at McCarthy Park in Watkins, the result of a 2-year community effort. Though gone, her love endures, a lasting beacon in the darkness. This case reminds us how evil can hide behind trusted faces, turning ordinary lives into tragedies. Alayna didn't run away. She was taken by someone she knew. If this story moved you, hit that like button, subscribe for more true crime deep dives, and share your thoughts in the comments. What red flags stand out to you? Turn on notifications so you never miss an upload,